You are now listening to the Hot
UFC
Take Hot
299, Dustin Poirier versus Benoit Saint Denis. Man, 5 rounds.
Our
Five
boy.
rounds, co-main event. Dude, that is about as good as it gets for a card. You want to talk about? We kept hyping up 300 and talking about how, oh man, that's going to be a great card. What are they going to do? They're going to make a big splash. This is going to be incredible. And honestly, turns out that it's probably not going to be that good. And that, well, I shouldn't say that good. It's not going to be as good as 299 is going to be, because 299 has some absolute bangers on there. Headlined by O'Malley and Cheeto Vera, Dustin Poirier, Benoit Saint Denis, Curtis Blades, Jalton Almeida. I mean, Gamrot Dos Anjos. It goes on and on and on. Yeah, like all these are just there. Like this is just Gilbert Burns, Jack Della, Peter Yan, Song Yadong, like
MVP,
Kevin Holland. Like it's ridiculous. Michel Pajeda is getting in there as well. So like that, there's no way in my mind that card itself is going to be better than 300. But I did just want to talk about how Dustin Poirier, I'm happy that he actually is getting back in there. It's a rough, took a good amount of time off after that head kick knockout, which I think was a good thing to do. But I got to say, Ty, maybe he may have made a mistake getting in there with Benoit. But I guess this is going to be a pretty good fight. This is a huge test for Benoit Saint Denis.
Yeah. This is, talk about one of your favorite fighters against one of your least favorite fighters. I was actually shocked to see that Benoit was the betting favorite to open up. Now, by the time we get there, who knows? It could be minus 250 for Dustin. But coming off of that head kick, I'll be very interested to see how he looks. What is he? Isn't he 35? Right? He's up there in age. So let's see. I think
he just turned 34.
Just turned 34, January 9th. Oh, he turns 35 in a week.
Oh, okay, that's right.
So there's that age, 35, creeping up, just like Volk and a couple others we're going to look forward to this year that are starting to get up there in age. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. I mean, the head kick was what? It was only a couple months ago, but I guess it'll be about 6-7 months before he fights Benoit. So it gives him enough time. It's not too quick of a rebound. And, I mean, he's getting somebody that he probably looks at and he probably thinks like, oh, you know what, he's young. He's 28, right? He's me and you, our age. He doesn't have that much experience. He hasn't really been tested. He hasn't really been pushed. I mean, how many times has he went past the second round in his career? Just once, or just twice. So he probably thinks that he can teach him a vet lesson. Maybe he can. Honestly, I was again surprised to see that Dustin was not the opening favorite. I feel like I kind of want to stay away because it's a very volatile matchup. I think Dustin's boxing is very good. Obviously, I think he can piece up Benoit on the feet. Benoit gets hit a lot. He gets pieced up by guys, that are not even ranked.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a possibility, but he's also improving every fight. I know Dustin's not a slouch on the ground, but Benoit has this explosiveness and just different. He has this X factor that I don't think Dustin has, and Dustin can be hit. How many times did Conor sneak some shots in the fights that he lost to Dustin? There was time. I mean, somebody just did I forget who it was, did a whole thread about it, and there's a lot of shots that before Dustin was kicking Conor's leg, he was sneaking in there. So the explosiveness and the one-punch knockout ability, the absolute storm that is brought upon you out of nowhere from BSD is definitely something I'm going to look forward to. Also, the kicking game, also, just the way he starts fights. He comes out of the gate and he's throwing kicks.
Yeah,
absolute chaos off the rip. Not to say Dustin won't be ready or won't be prepared. He's smart. He's. I mean, look at some of the guys he's fought.
Yeah,
Conor multiple times, Gaethje, Chandler, Oliveira. The last 1, 2, 3, 4 of his opponents are Hall of Famers. 5, 6, 7 of his last 8 even. Like he's fought all different styles, all different kinds of guys. This is just a much different opponent that he's never faced. Maybe he runs through him, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. I have no idea. Honestly, I might go Benoit, and I think I have to. Me and you both have to.
Yeah. No,
so I think
I'm with you. I understand the hesitancy or trepidation with maybe taking a Benoit Saint Denis in this spot, but there's a lot of time between now and then, so we still have some time to lock our bets in. But I will say though, Ty, I don't like that he is a minus 150 as high as 160 favorite. So like I don't.
Crazy.
That seems a little odd. So I would like to see what the line looks like, maybe closer to the fight. I am concerned though because I've seen Benoit. He can take a shot, but I mean this is he's never been in a 5-round fight. You know, where I mean in his UFC career he hasn't been scheduled for 5 rounds. I don't believe. So this is another adjustment. This is going to be a big time card, a big spot for him to be in. Can he handle that pressure of fighting a UFC legend in Dustin Poirier? I don't know. That's a factor that plays into this. Is Dustin going to fall off a cliff? I mean, it's hard to come back from getting knocked out like that. Some guys just are never the same after going through a traumatic brain injury like that. So who knows who's going to look like what or what's going to happen? You don't know. But if I had to make a bet right now, I'm probably going to take Benoit. I think the wrestling and the grappling will come into play or be a factor. Like you said, Dustin may be no slouch on the ground, but it seems that he has a tendency or there's a possibility of him getting overpowered on the ground or just ending up on his back, a la Charles Oliveira, who's not exactly the most powerful wrestler, but got him to the ground and held him down for portions. And Benoit is he's dangerous. He's dangerous in all facets of the game. So that's why I worry for Mr. Dustin Poirier. But it's going to be an exciting fight. I can't wait. How about
You are now listening to the Hot Take Hot Box.